Welcome to the 10th episode of Paint with Rob the Builder. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning, can't really sleep. Thought I'd do a painting for you. This episode is dedicated to my daughter Amber, her husband Donovan, her kids Tayshawn, Amaya, Paris, and Daniel. So, what I'm going to do for you today, we're going to try to do a lighthouse, moonlit, and with a lighthouse with a ray of light around it. And we're going to go try to do this, and I'm going to move you closer so you can get a better shot of it. And let me adjust it a little bit. So, there we go. All right. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have some, we're going to put a little bit of alizarin crimson. So we're going to put the alizarin crimson here. I need to stabilize this better, so hold on. I got my little drill. At least my drill is good for something in the fall. Because I made my homemade easel, I gotta make sure that it's stabilized. So, all right, so this is where the ray of the sun, ray of light for the lighthouse. So I have some red, okay, and I'm going to add yellow to it. So, okay, so I'm going to put a little yellow, and right in the middle we're going to put the light source. Now, Bob Ross did this, but I'm going to try my version. Not that his wasn't awesome, because it was. I think the rays need to project somewhere. As you're looking at it, you're probably going, oh, okay. It probably looks like a big sunflower right about now. Okay, so yeah, that's my light from the lighthouse. We mix some green. Green and red make a cool gray. Okay. And we're just going to kind of put this It's still not sturdy enough, so I will fix that because I don't want it to be coming off the There we go. Because I've seen people with easels and some look like they're gonna fall apart. So anyway, I'm gonna put gray, and this is gonna be where the water is. Okay, so Lighthouse light, and I'm gonna actually blend the Lighthouse light. Smooth it out a little bit. Why is this? Okay, I don't know why this thing keeps. Oh, did I just? Oh, I'm gonna put a hole in the canvas. Okay, that's just gonna have to do. Almost put a hole in the canvas. That would have been perfect. See right here? All right. So now we're gonna take our we're gonna do our moon. We're gonna do some moonlight, but you want to dry the brush off, so make sure the brush is really dry. So remember, we put red and green. We put red and green right here, so hopefully that's gonna reflect the sky. So we're gonna just put a little dapple of white and kind of right here. Oh, I need a new glove. But first, we'll do there we go. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll just kind of like, all right, I gotta change my glove. So I get these gloves from the store only because they're latex. Some people they have latex free gloves, but I'm not allergic to latex, fortunately. So I can go ahead and use these, and trust me, when they come in handy. Well, actually, they do come in handy. So what I'm going to do, so yeah, it's going to start looking like something here shortly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do kind of the same thing, kind of like a midnight sky. Yep. So we kind of want to reflect the moon. Now that's the light of the lighthouse, but I want to go ahead and reflect the moon. So we're going to put some clouds in here, a little deeper clouds, and then we'll put the moon back. The moon's, you can kind of see it. So what we'll do is we'll take, and we'll just go like this. We'll just put, yeah, we just want to put some. Okay. Actually, that's good enough for me. I don't want to go over. I don't want to overdo it because, and then we're gonna kind of put our moon right back where the. There we go. So you got the moon, you got the reflection of the moon. You're gonna have the light of the lighthouse, and we're gonna start with that. So I envision the lighthouse, and sometimes you can do that. Like what you do, and what I've done is I've actually, well, I'm gonna make a lighthouse, but I don't know what my dimensions are gonna be. So some artists suggest just kind of map it out. So like, obviously the lighthouse, I'm gonna have the center of it be right here. Okay. So that's gonna be kind of the center. So what I wanna do from there, okay, then I wanna kind of go so I'm looking at that. So I'm trying to etch it out. So is that too wide? Yeah, way too wide. Yeah, because my right in here is, I don't want it to be too wide. So it's always a scary part for me. So I'm gonna get some black because that's gonna be the starting color of. I'm gonna make my lighthouse out of that. So if you're really good drawer, I'm not. But the good thing about with paint, oil paint, you can improvise. If you're not a straight drawer, which I try to be, so I mean you can use a palette knife because you can kind of. Okay. You see how you can do that. So you got to figure out where you're. There we go. Yep. So this is going to be the outline of the lighthouse itself. As long as we got the shape of it, I'm okay. I'm just going to see about. Okay. Okay. Because this is going to be the tower itself. There we go. And then we're going So as you can see, I'm kind of outlining the lighthouse. And then we're going to make the top part of the lighthouse. All right, let's see. Okay, there we go. Well, that's good enough because the light's going to be in the center, so that's good. So basically what I wanted to do is outline where my lighthouse is going to be. So I'm going to start now. I'm going to do the, so I'm going to start the lighthouse is going to come down here. I'm going to start the water right here, because I don't want it to be where the water is so high, because we're going to have it look like that. There's going to be a house here, and there's going to be water, and there's going to be land like right here where the lighthouse is going to sit. But I want the water to be low like that. So I'm going to do this. Let's see. All right, can you see so far? Okay, good. We can haze this up a little bit, meaning we don't have to make the clouds so sharp. So I don't know, I can just probably go like this. Okay. Okay. There we go. I just didn't want it too sharp. I'm gonna smooth out the. All right. I love this. Well, I like the setup because you literally can paint anytime, and for me, I get this vision of what I want to do, and I just do it because I couldn't sleep, so I am up. And I'm the type of person, I have to do something all the time. I mean, I have to stay busy to the point where I get antsy if I don't. So I'm so, So here I just want to see about, we can smooth this out a little bit. Okay, that didn't work the way I wanted to, but. Okay. All right, so we're not going to tinker with that too much longer. And you really want to clean your brushes. And I'll kind of show you the equipment here of what I'm working with, so that way you have an idea. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the. Okay, we're going to put the. All right, so we're going to make the. All right, so. You want the horizon. You want the horizon to be as straight as possible. You know what I mean? You don't want it to be. All right, so I don't know if you can see that, but that's our horizon. That's where the water line's going to be. So from there, I'm going to try to take a. All right, let's see. So in trying to make trying to make waves, I'm trying to see like what will look better. So what we're trying to do is make a little bit of this yellow. Yeah, because you're going to want to make the... Yeah. Yep. You're going to want to make probably rough and choppy seas. And so, as you can see, that's kind of how I want the land to be. I mean, the water to be. I want it to be a little choppy. We're going to smooth it out so it won't look so harsh. Yeah. So as you can see, we're going to smooth this out so it won't look so... No, the waves are going to get a little bigger because they're going to be closer to land. Okay. So as it's coming towards land, it's going to smooth out a little bit. And it's going to be a little bigger ripples. So you're going to make it a little choppy, a little wavy. Yeah, so that's pretty much your water. I mean, you don't have to make it so it's like... So that's kind of your water. You want it to be, you want it to be significant. And I don't know if you can... maybe you can't see it, so I'm like just trying to maybe move it out a little bit. Yep. Okay. So this is going to be the water, the sky, and that's going to be our lighthouse. Now, with the lighthouse, I want to be a little careful because I want it to look like a lighthouse. I don't want it to be like, oh, because right here is going to be where the land is. You can see right in that little spot I have. So let's focus. We got the water. We're going to make the lighthouse itself. I'm going to kind of fill all this in, but I want to make the lighthouse a little bit more prominent. So, do I want to use... I don't want to use this. I want to use a brush. So, brush to get a little bit more detailed. So, let's see, black. All right. The thing is, when you put black and yellow together, it makes green. So. And it's not going to be perfect, but you can make it look decent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make it so that, see if you can see the lighthouse, I'm making it, that's the top of it. So I'm going to try to make it so there. As you can see, yeah. So I left a little bit of light in the middle. Yeah, you should be able to see that, hopefully. And then what I could do is there's a, what do you call that, that rail around the, let me try, now I got it a little skinnier. I never do good at this when I try to make this rail. Okay. There's a rail. Okay. I'm trying to make the, okay. And then I'm gonna make the rail. So far it's turning out possibly the way I'd like it. All right, so yeah. So that's good enough, right? It's got the little rail around it. So that turned out okay. So now they always suggest with the palette knife, you put a little bit of, they suggest some brown. So they want, I saw where they had a little bit more brown, and I'm gonna get some brown and some, what is this? Yep. So I'm gonna mix some brown, some white, and I got some yellow. I love the cardboard, guys. Just so you know, I love the cardboard. So I'm going to mix a little bit of brown. I'll actually use this. I got another piece of cardboard here. I'm going to put some brown, because I'll use this when I do cliffs or a cliff. So that's kind of, I think that's burnt sienna, so it's not brown. This is brown. This is Van Dyke brown. So the color I've used today was white, hunter green, alizarin crimson, cadmium yellow, black, matte black, I guess, and then white. And so I'm going to put some brown, and then I'm going to, I can even mix black with it, that's fine. Some black, and then some yellow. So I'm going to put a little bit of that, a little bit of that. So here I'll just go. All right, so hopefully you can make that out. And from here, I'm going to put a little bit darker brown. So I don't know. I'm trying to see about how I can do this. The hardest part is when you're doing these, you're like, okay, so I actually don't want to mess up, but you want to start from this end. Sorry if I'm in the way, but all right. So I got the brown on there, but I'm going to come back and go like that. Gonna make a weathered look, right? Like, there we go. That's kind of what I was going for, right? Doesn't look like too bad of a lighthouse. So I got the water. The land is going to come up a little bit because the lighthouse is going to be a little higher up. But I want to make a house next to it. I don't want it to be dead in front of it, but I want to make it to where there's land. And all right, let me do this. Actually, I should do one more. I want to make it a little taller. All right. Yep. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Kind of like reflecting the light. Now, the good thing about this is we're working on the land itself. I gotta put some white in there so you see the definition. There. So I'm gonna make some rocky. Sorry. Hmm. Yeah. I just want to make sure that it's defined because you can. There we go. All right, so that's my lighthouse. Now I'm trying to make my land, if I could do that. Yeah, when you're doing like rocks and cliffs, you can kind of use your imagination. You know, you figure where's the rocks going. I'm gonna make a house is what I want to make. Okay, so do I want to make a house? Yeah, because you want the because you got to put like land in front of that, right? So with land, you can always manipulate like cliffs and stuff. It's sometimes it's difficult. I got my problems. I got obstacles in the way. You can also brush it on. I get to the point where I'm like, okay, enough's enough. You just improvise with the brush. Yeah, filler. So now what you want to do is you want to put white along so it looks like it's splashing. Okay. So it's kind of like your land. So now you want to put grass in there because you're going to put like, I want to put a house right in the middle of it. So because then the lighthouse keeper has a place to go, because, and then you're like, well, how does he get down? Well, he'll figure it out. So so far it's kind of looking like I want it to look. I got to put some white or some black, sorry. Do I make it look like, I don't know. No, I'm trying to think, should I? I'm just trying to figure out how to best do this. Rock formations. Okay. Oh, so before I forget, let me go ahead and kind of do some splashes of water. All right. So yeah, you want it to be like where the water is coming up on the. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to make it prominent. It's not. It's not like gonna jump out but there are splashes and ripples. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of. Yep. All right. So that's what we're looking at now. So this is starting to look like something. I definitely want to see if I can. Yeah, that's even better. I like this better because then. Oh. Yeah. Trying to improvise because I can't seem to. I got these damn screws in the way, so I kind of. But it's okay. So now. Okay. So you kind of want to put a little grass on there. I mean, I thought that would be okay. So we have to mix yellow and. We're going to mix a couple colors together. So yellow and blue. I'm trying to put grass on there. Okay. So. Yeah, we can make grass grow down the side of the mountain. It's fine. All right, so. All right, so. Okay. So, like, made a little grass around the lighthouse. Um, I think, we're getting close. I'm thinking, should I put a house in there? What should I do? Should I put land? I don't want to really. I think it's simplistic, kind of the way I envisioned it, but I want to see about putting. I want to see about putting. Oh, yeah. Let's wipe this knife off, because what I want to do is put a little brighter yellow in the center of that. You know what I mean? I just want to put on and using this end. Probably don't want to use that because I ran into trouble because it wasn't perfectamundo. I just want to make sure that, there we go. There we go. So now what they suggest is there's got to be some type of protective barrier around. So with black, you want to go like this. There you go. Okay. Yep. There we go. So we're good. I just wanted to make sure that there was some type of there we go. Yeah. There we go. So that's the lighthouse I envisioned. I know I need to kind of smooth out a part of this because remember I made my oh man. Yeah. I hate when I do that. So yeah, so that's where I kind of like, okay, well, that didn't work out the way I wanted to, but Yeah, when it dries, you can fix that, but. Yeah, I'll fix that. But that's kind of what I'm looking at. So this is, I'm probably going to tinker a little bit more, maybe put a house here, but I will post the final pick. I definitely appreciate you joining me this morning for my lighthouse, kind of the moonlit sky with land. I'm still tinkering and putting a house here, and there's the water, and I'll be posting it. And again, thank you for subscribing, viewing. Appreciate it. We're probably up to about 2,700 views now. Please like and subscribe. My attempt is to do a painting every week for at least 26 weeks in a season. So we're halfway there, people. I appreciate your patience, and I will post the final pick. I'm probably going to put a house here, but thank you again for watching. Appreciate it.